Where you at,
Gen
Berto?
Z's aging disaster. Let's get right into the video. This video is by my dog Maury, man. We got some more Gen Zers aging like milk.
30 in the 80s versus being 30 in 2025. And I just gotta say, as a fellow Gen Zer who looks much younger than my actual age, I gotta concur that
This is true, man. You know, we've done this challenge a few times, but we always get new viewership. How old y'all think I am, man? I know I done told y'all, and if you know the answer, don't answer, bro.
Where you at, Berto?
How old y'all think I am, bro? Be honest. Look at me. You know, I got my beard's a little darker right now, so I might tip a little bit in the older direction just off looks, but I feel like I look pretty good for my age, man. Yeah, I'm brushing up on that 3-0. I'm 29. Bet you ain't expect that.
this is a thing for certain guys and girls. In fact, I've literally met women in their 30s, guys in their 30s who could pass as 21, 22, 23 without a second thought or anybody thinking otherwise. I mean, I don't know what it is, the food, the water. Someone in the comment section said it's a societal trend where there is more water drinking, abstinence from cigs, drugs, alcohol, and declining testosterone levels. People were better when they smoked cigs and weren't pussies. Would rather look old than a twink. Now, this is an insane comment. Brother really just said he would rather look old than a twink, calling essentially Timothy Chalamet a twink for this generation of people.
If this is... Wait, Timothy Chalamet is 30, though? He might have me beat. He's older than me? I don't believe that. Now I gotta look it up. Timothy Chalamet is 30 years old. He's not older than me by a lot, but Timothy Chalamet, age... Okay, so he's 29, but he is still older than me. I was born in 1996. Oh, he's about to turn 30. So he's 30. He's 30 because we're in the time of recording this video. It is December 25th and his birthday is December 27th. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Timothy looks about, in my opinion, let's look at him again together, chat. No context. I would have thought he was like 22. 22, honestly. He looks good, bro. Shout out to that boy. Okay, that's tough. You know, people be saying I look about 21, 22, 25 when my beard is a little bit more thick. So I feel like we aging good, bro. You know, sometimes I definitely feel like it be nerfing me. You know, I think women my age appreciate a more manly looking guy, you know, but in the long run, I think it's gonna be work in my favor because when I'm like 35, 40, you know, at some point I'm gonna start turning that corner and looking more manly, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still gonna be, you know, while other motherfuckers my age gonna be looking like chopped cheese, spoiled milk, I'm gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, hitting for some shit. So I'm not mad at it. God is good, you know what I'm saying? He handcrafted your boy.
Where you at, Berto?
Yeah, no, man, this guy's gotta be being paid by Big Pharma and Big Cigarette to have made this such an abomination of a comment. And apparently, based off of the data I'm seeing in this comment section, you know, the data lines up. The less cigarettes you smoke and alcohol you drink, the more young you look over time in comparison to previous generations. I mean, it makes sense. You're taking more care of your body, less poisons in your body, although a lot more people in
I got drunk for the first time. I got drunk for the first time in 2024. Yeah. And I got high for the first time in 2024. I went my whole life without smoking and drinking, bro. You know, maybe drinking a little bit, but I've never enough to even get like under the influence. So this probably is a contributing factor of what I got going on.
Gen Z and millennials as well, they vape, which is literally destroying their lungs. However, on the flip side, although you'll have guys like Timothy Chalamet, he's 29 right now, who literally look like they could be a 20-year-old college student. You'll have guys like this who are, I think he was like 22, 23, 24 here,
Jeez.
Which is crazy thinking about it, who genuinely look like they could be a mid-30s oil rig worker in the middle of Texas. Like, genuinely, yeah.
No.
A lot of people in this generation look extremely young for their age. But then you'll have individuals like this who look extremely respectfully old like this. And considering the fact in the image that we see right here on the screen that all these people are literally Gen Zers, they're all in their early to mid 20s, it's just scary actually. And this was a video that I uploaded about a month ago, as you can see, titled Gen Z is aging like milk, if you guys want to go check that out. But I just want to show you a clip from this section as to show you guys what I was talking about. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, if there's something in the air, in the water, in the food, or all three of the above, but this is getting bad.
Botox. Just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay, so Samantha is 26.
Oh.
Nicole is 24.
Oh my god.
Harriet is 24.
Oh my god.
And then Jess is 25.
Wow.
And this was
Mind you, these are the doctors that are injecting the bullshit in y'all faces. Ladies, leave y'all faces alone, please. You shouldn't even be considering getting anything done to your face until you're like 50 some, for real. And that's where you probably can start considering it. Get in the gym, eat healthy, and you'll be just fine. Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
Is this a scam, Berto? What is this?
well, look at this guy and this guy, all people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
was an actual plastic surgeon, I believe, some kind of MD related to cosmetics, and he himself was in disbelief. And a lot of this stems from alcohol consumption, cigarettes, not exercising,
And Botox and all that bullshit. They're 20. How you 26 altering your face? Shit don't make no sense.
Botox, cosmetic surgeries that a lot of these younger individuals try to use to get an older, more mystique and elegant look, and then it just backfires. You literally just make yourself look older than you actually are, because a lot of older women are also getting these cosmetic surgeries as well. So when you have a whole bunch of older women who are doing the same things that a lot of younger women are doing as well, you then you start to blur the lines, and a lot of people just, they look the same. Like you can't, a 21-year-old looks like she's 30 and a 40-year-old looks like she's 30. They both look like they're the same age. And then it's just like, whoa, you can't even tell anymore, right? But it's bad. It's worse for the younger individuals because it's much harder to look younger for an older person than it is easier for a younger person to look older. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that doesn't confuse anyone. Mind you, this guy right here is actually 40 years old. Check this out right here.
So I'm almost 40.
You look good for almost 40. I'm not gonna lie. I would have, if I would have guessed, I would have said like 30s, mid 30s.
I'm almost 40 years old. But who cares how old we look? Like, why are we arguing about this? Like,
Guy's just flexing, bro. He knows he looks good for his age.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks incredible. I'm not gonna lie. And in the comment section, I usually don't read my comments, but it's funny given the context of this video. Someone said the almost 40-year-old guy looks better than the ones in the beginning, and literally, yeah, he does. But there's this one video I wanted to show you guys titled "Gen Z's Aging Epidemic" by Cole Hastings. It speaks volumes, and I think he made some valid points here.
Can we all agree that beauty standards are absolutely cooked? Dudes will see a picture of Ice Spice without makeup, then call her chopped with a dead rose emoji.
That's Ice Spice. No way. I don't believe you. Why'd you just crush all my hopes and dreams, gang? That's not Ice Spice. This is not Ice Spice. This is Spicy Ice. Hell nah. I'm tripping.
Not realizing they just exposed themselves as never having stayed the night with a woman before.
Literally, bro. Like, guys, don't do that. Like,
Yeah, I'm joking, but I didn't see that though. I don't think that's I still don't believe that's Ice Spice.
Respectfully, if you don't realize that women wear makeup and, you know, hair extensions and eyelashes and lipstick and lip gloss and all these little various types of beauty enhancers out in public at this point in time, either you never had a girlfriend, you probably didn't grow up with sisters, or I don't know, like, did you just not see your mom like wake up in the morning and do her makeup routine? Have you not like been around women at all? Like,
I'm not mad at women that wear makeup. I mean, hey, do your thing. But I feel like I've always been more attracted to the girls that don't use heavy makeup. So the before and after for me never is that drastic. Even, and honestly, in a lot of cases when they are wearing no makeup, I even find they look better because they never really wore a lot of makeup to begin with, you know, so I was just kind of always more attracted to the more natural look. That's me personally.
seriously.
What we frequently choose to consume through our eyes and ears drastically affects how we perceive the world and establishes a baseline level of expectations for each of those things. If you grow up in a culture where people say hi to you as you walk by them, it will feel weird when someone doesn't. If you get most of your dopamine from highly stimulating sources, any slow, monotonous task is going to feel painful. And if you spend most of your time engaging with humans on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, where people post how they look 1% of the time, often with filters and touch-ups included, anytime you aren't on those
Yeah, it's going to warp your perception on reality.
platforms, average or even objectively very attractive people are just going to look okay to you.
And that is a problem, guys. And shout out to Cole Hastings again, because now you're training your brain to have a new higher standard of a baseline. The baseline default of what you see in the real world versus social media is going to be higher because of the content you're consuming. The algorithms are constantly feeding you highly filtered, highly edited, model tier-esque individuals who you rarely see in the real world, if not ever, because a lot of them don't even exist. Even models, they put on makeup and they edit their photos and they do the most to have the best appearance for social media. But do most people realize that this is mostly fake and fabricated? No. So then people go out into the real world having this new baseline and literally looking at an average person and thinking they're ugly when they're not. They're just a regular looking human being, you know, and this is my problem with the Looksmaxxing space is they're pushing this high ass standard that not all guys can make, man. Like sharp ass jawline, massive muscles, luscious hair and high cheekbones like, what's that Superman? Guy who played Superman, Henry Cavill, like brother in Christ. Most people will never look like Henry Cavill, and I gotta say, I think I heard people calling Henry mid as well. I think I saw some girls online or some guys calling Henry mid. This is when you know.
Well, this is just another example of you can't make everybody happy, bro. Y'all niggas need to learn how to love and appreciate yourself, everybody, because you can't make everyone happy. You over here trying to uphold to unrealistic beauty standards that weren't even for you in the first place.
Society is mentally ill, like truly. Calling a 1 out of 1 million face mid is just diabolical.
No other generation has dealt with this at the scale at which it is present today. The pillars of beauty, influencers and celebrities spamming Botox and other injections, are quietly deciding that this is what young people should aspire to look like. And as a result, these treatments have become socially acceptable for people who aren't even old enough to get a tattoo.
Yo, whoa. This says, getting my nose done at 14 was the best decision of my life.
Parents. This is where I get pissed off. How in the fuck are you allowing your 14-year-old daughter to get a nose job, gang? 14, nigga? Come on. Motherfuckers barely was fucking wiping their ass properly at 14, gang. Not me, but some of y'all stinky booty boys and girls. 14? I know some 14-year-olds that still piss in their bed, gang. Like, and you over here getting a nose job? What grade is 14? That's like, yeah, bro, 14, that's like, what, 6th, 7th grade? Motherfuckers fresh out of elementary school on some shit. Am I tripping? Am I got my timelines wrong?
Now, I don't think she's actually 14 in this video. I hope not, because she looks old as hell. 14.
Shit, she looks like she's in the driver's seat. But just, wow. getting the job done at 14 is crazy.
She would look very old relative to how in real life 14-year-olds look. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised. There are many
Yeah, maybe she got every fucking thing done at 14. Jesus, this is making me mad, bruh.
14-year-olds out here nowadays doing the most, and then they're getting surgeries out here in Botox who look like they could be in their 20s. And why? It's because of the culture we live in.
This is a big reason we are seeing the sentiment shared that Gen Z is not aging well, especially in regards to women. There are countless examples of women in their late teens and early 20s getting Botox and lip filler to enhance their appearance, either too young to understand the consequences or too young to care.
That is crazy. Let's go back. She said, how I feel since I've been getting Botox every 4 months since 17. And what?
Yeah, well, you look crazy, bitch. That bottom lip look like it's about to fall off your face.
Does she look like? I don't know her age right now, but I'm gonna assume she's somewhere between 18 to possibly 21. And ladies and gentlemen, how old does she look? I'm gonna be honest. She looks like, I'm gonna assume 25, 26, but she could be 4 years younger than that, you know? And I'm being very nice here. I'm being very nice.
I'm not. That shit looks terrible. Just gotta be honest.
Where you at, Berto?
I just gotta say, she's Gen Z. She's obviously Gen Z, but what she's doing to her face is not going to let her age gracefully. And I think Gen Z is gonna have problems with aging gracefully. They already call you, by the time you're 26, you're Unk. Bruh, back in the day, Unk was...
Unk was 40, bro. Like, I did not think of anybody being an uncle other than like a 40-year-old nigga, bruh. Because even when I think back to like, when I was in high school and I had like basketball coaches, they were probably in their like early 30s, mid 30s, and I even thought they were cool. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't calling them Unk. I literally can vividly remember having one of my travel AAU coaches. He was in his early 30s at the time. And that nigga was cool. He was fly. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about Jordans with us and shit. The new drops. Like, he was in the mix. And that's how I feel right now at 29 years old. Like, kind of like that age. Like, I'm still in the mix. I'm still doing shit. I'm still fly. I'm flyer than a lot of you little pip squeak ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, motherfuckers like Unk. Like, I'm outdated or something. Nigga.
Reserved for the balding guy.
I'm living my best life right now. Honestly, y'all be talking so much shit about motherfuckers in the like 30s and whatnot. It's like, bro, your life don't even really start till you start getting up in this age. This is kind of like, I mean, if you did the right things, of course, but this is kind of where you can start making the most money. You kind of have the most freedom. You have the most understanding, in tune with yourself. You kind of know how to regulate your emotions and how to move, the most confidence. Like, I'm the best I've ever been. The fuck? Y'all trying to downplay a nigga.
Guy who's like 40, 45 years old with 2 10-year-old nieces and shit, who comes over occasionally to bring them out for ice cream. Now we're calling people in their 20s Unk. It's incredible.
Botox comes with a host of side effects, including vision problems, muscle weakness, and even drooping eyelids for weeks after injection.
Is that worth it, guys? Because I know both men and women get Botox to relax the muscles in their faces, to reduce wrinkles and fine lines, and to accentuate the sharpness of specific features. Like, I get it, and I don't care if you do. It has its use cases, but I'm just saying, at a certain age, when you're this young, do you really need Botox at all? Especially if it's gonna risk you getting what is called ptosis. She can't even open up her left eye, bro. At least.
And very beautiful. You could tell she's beautiful with one fucking eye. So just imagine how beautiful she is with both eyes open. Bitch went and fucked her face up, though. You better get that eye patch aesthetic going. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Luffy might recruit you for the One Piece or some shit.
It's not fully. Again, we live in a very looks-centered, focused society, and this is not going to end well. And again, it's only making these people look way older than they actually are. Prime example is Clavicular here.
Oh,
he's
God.
only 19, by the way.
This
Guy
guy's
looks
such a
he's
loser.
24, by the way, though. No 19-year-old should be looking like this, respectfully. That's crazy. Honestly, in comparison to Timothy Chalamet, who's 29 right now, Clavicular looks older. Yeah, crazy.
And the thing about these treatments is they don't even necessarily give you you the beauty you were striving for. They just make you look older than you actually are. The pressure to look both youthful but mature enough to have a sophisticated look instead of a childish look is certainly something young people feel now more than ever, and it's even spread to guys too in the form of looksmaxxing. We got this clavicular guy I brought up a couple of videos ago.
This guy's a loser, bro. Bro, I knew this guy was a loser. I mean, honestly, for a lot of things. But then I heard him literally say out of his own mouth that instead of going to the gym, he'd rather just take steroids. That had to have been the dumbest thing like I've ever heard, because this nigga said a lot of dumb things. I think I've even heard him says he takes fucking meth to help do something on his face to lose body fat. Imagine taking drugs to lose body fat. Holy shit. But he says, I take testosterone and steroids so I don't have to go to the gym to help with his physique. Bro, I'm not a co-signer for anybody taking steroids, but you do realize that the muscles don't just pop up on your body. You still don't actually get the most out of steroids and using shit like that unless you go to the gym. Like, there's just no shortcuts for this shit. I mean, I guess, yeah, that's a shortcut within itself. Like, so yeah, if you're using drug enhancements in the gym, your muscles will be bigger, more defined and whatnot. But you have to still go to the gym. Bro, this guy's a fucking, you know, we got to keep the pieces on the internet, man. But sometimes I just be thinking, like, if I was this kid's parent, I would just fucking go to your room, you stupid fuck.
Promoting Botox, injecting testosterone, and bone smashing to improve your jawline.
I'm so glad he brought up clavicular. I mean, the guy's going viral for doing just crazy, absurd shit. Literally taking a metal object and smashing his cheekbones in order to try and achieve more prominent cheekbones. It's ridiculous.
Not familiar with bone smashing, you say? This is a pseudoscientific protocol in which one repeatedly hits their cheekbones with a hard object to create microfractures that are supposed to help them grow back bigger. And that's another thing indicative of youth that the youth clearly wants to get rid of. Chubby cheeks.
I mean, if you want to give it a
Go to the gym! Work out! What is wrong with you people? Are we literally living in a clown world? Go to the gym! Why is this such a hard concept to grasp?
chubby cheeks, bro, just go to the gym, get a lower body fat percentage. If you want to get rid of
caloric deficit, Google it, YouTube it. It's not a hard concept to understand. Caloric deficit. You can do it. Just do it.
bloat, decrease your overall sodium intake. And in order to combat that, potassium is really good. Potassium is found in coconut water, bananas. What else? I think certain veggies.
This video
and
is
fruits.
stressing me
Basically,
out.
just increase your potassium intake. And I think it should, in exchange, decrease or expel the amount of sodium in your body, which then gets rid of that bloat in your face. In conjunction with a lower body fat percentage, it should reveal your facial features better. And that's a healthy way to go about it, instead of smashing your face with a hammer or a metal object. And by the way, because I already know where he's going with this image right here, when you're younger, it's perfectly natural to have more face fat, because that is what makes you more youthful, right? As you increase in age and you get older, you start to lose more face fat and collagen, which then exposes and accentuates more fine lines and wrinkles. It's funny how older people want to have more face fat, younger people want less face fat. Yet again, it proves we all want what we don't have. And that is what is currently destroying us, honestly.
When we're young, fat in the face is evenly distributed, but it has pockets that plump up in places like the forehead and the cheeks. But what's a beauty standard that's considered highly aspirational now? Hollow cheeks. So we have teenagers who watch videos like this, a video that's already gotten 1 million views in 3 weeks, doing gua sha, 1 million different facial treatments, and maybe even Ozempic just to reach a face that was normally reserved for old people. Having more fat in your face actually fills out wrinkles and fine lines, making them less noticeable and making you look younger. So the sad irony is that in the process of pursuing eternal youth, Gen Z ends up looking older than if they were just to let their bodies naturally age, further contributing to their body body image issues.
And I just gotta say, he's absolutely right. Guys, please just take care of your bodies, drink water, sleep right, go to the gym, lift weights, run. Actually, you know, focus on your cardio and eat healthy. You know, chicken, fish, avocados are good. I personally try to stay away from raw veggies. Cooked veggies are good. You want to try and stay away from raw veggies though, because we don't have, like, I believe, the enzymes, gut bacteria.
All right, he's talking a bunch of scientific stuff. But hey, you know, I'm gonna link the original video. My shout out to my dog Maury. I rock with his vids, man, if you guys want to hear that. Me personally, I've had enough. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Go to the gym, man. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Stay safe. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet.